Okay, so hello and welcome to today's video, which is actually my second ever vlog. And today I'm going to be doing the history of Limerick FC, and I'm going to be going back through from when the club started to when I started going to games. Obviously, it's as I discussed in the previous episode, it's just to give ye an idea of the history of Limerick FC. So Limerick FC were a club actually that started in 1937, and they began by playing as a junior soccer side, which is basically Sunday League in Ireland. So over in England or anywhere in the UK, really, it's all called Sunday League, I think. But we first won the league itself in the 1950s. Then we went on to defend that league title and got into the Champions League group stage. We actually faced Real Madrid at the same time, who were pretty decent. They were not at their best ever. They're probably at their best about now, but obviously that was a great achievement. And we actually held them to a draw at home to 1-1, and then we ended up losing to them away 2-1, which actually put us out of the group stage. We could have got through and got a little bit further if we had actually even got 1 point against Real Madrid away. And obviously that's a huge achievement for any club, but to have defended the league title twice, get to the group stage of the Champions League in the second season we defended the league was absolutely terrific. And obviously then we kind of went on a downfall. We lost a lot of money. People went. See, the thing what had happened was we were supposed to have all our home games in the Markets Field, is where we were playing at the time, and all games were supposed to be there. But then when it came to the game against Real Madrid, we decided to move it halfway across the country to a stadium with 50,000 capacity. And at the time that was Lansdowne Road, which we moved it to, and it was the worst mistake ever because it turned people off going to Limerick games, and we did start to lose fans, money, everything. Club went downhill. We only won the league once since, and that was in the 1970s. This is Premier League, and then we got relegated again 2 seasons later after getting into the Europa League and getting knocked out to Southampton. So that was a good achievement as well. 3-1 we lost on aggregate. We ended up beating them 1-0 at home and then lost 3-0 to them away in Southampton. So that was a great achievement as well to get into the Europa League. But obviously we didn't get very far in that. We didn't quite reach the group stage at the time. And then we got worse and worse, and we were actually relegated for the first time in the 1980s. And obviously I still wouldn't have been around at this stage, but in the 1990s Sam Allardyce actually took over. As you know, Sam Allardyce is now the England national manager, which is absolutely superb, thinking that he started out at my local football club. And in 1990-1991 season, he actually won the League Cup, which was basically one of the cups in Ireland, one of the major cups, and he also won the First Division. So that was absolutely superb of him, that he won both the cup and the First Division to get us back into the Premier Division. Then, of course, he took both the manager and moved on from there with his own career. But now I'm going to start talking more about actually what I would have seen. That's more stuff that my dad would have seen, my grandfather would have seen, and obviously if I look at the stuff I've seen, it has been superb as well, because there's been an awful amount of stuff over past that have been marvellous, really. Like some of the stuff that was we got into the Premier League in the 2008-9 season. I would have started going about 2006, maybe 2005. I'm not sure. And once I was old enough, I started going to games straight away. Really, we were in the Irish First Division at the time. We were not doing the best. We were finishing fourth, fifth in the league, just outside playoff places. Basically, second and third would be playoffs, and we constantly just finished just outside playoff places. And there's actually a funny story there because the owner, Pat O'Sullivan. Now I would have been really, really young at the time. I was in the bathrooms, and I would not have known who he was at all. And I was in the bathrooms going to the toilet. My dad waited outside. I was in there, and I was approached by a man. in the bathrooms who asked me what I thought of Limerick FC manager at the time, who was Pat Scully, and he said to me, "What do you think of the manager?" I said, "Terrible. He plays long balls up the field the whole time." So at that time I did not know who he was or what influence he would have had, but he said, "Alright," and I said, "We need to get rid of him anyway." And he said, "I'll sort it out for you." So I didn't know what was going on there, and I went out and I said it to my dad, and he goes, "Yeah, that's the owner of the club." So then the following week the manager was actually sacked, and that's just one funny story from about 2006-07, maybe 8 season, and that was basically where I started really getting into it, because I could see the fans' influence on the club, and obviously the fact that at this level you could literally walk into the club bathroom and meet the owner, whereas at like the likes of Manchester United and Real Madrid you wouldn't even see the owners at barely any of the matches, and that's really the difference between this. And obviously from there we went back into the Premier when we sacked him, and we stayed there for 2-3 seasons, went back down for a season, um, and then of course we got back up again, and we were there for I think 2 seasons, back down into the first division where we are now. That's the 2016-07 season, which we're currently in, and of course this is the most successful season that I think we've ever had. At the moment we are in the final of the FAI Cup, which is the main Irish cup in the country, and we are playing St. Pat's, which is actually on at home, so I'm going to be doing a video of that for definite in the future, and I'm going to be also doing reports on league matches, that kind of thing, because lately we've been playing very well. This season we've actually won 18 games, drawn 2 games, lost no games, and we have 6 games to go. So 20 games gone, 6 games to go. I have a bet on, put a fiver on, that we would actually go the season unbeaten. So hopefully we actually maintain it now. We've already won the league with 6 games to go, so we are going back to the Premier, and that'll be exciting for next year as well, if we can keep all the players that we have and improve on the squad. Now, of course, we're already beating teams like Derry and stuff, and Dundalk and stuff that are in the Premier. We have St. Pat's to come, they're also a Premier side. So we are beating strong and good, resourceful sides. And of course, I think next season when we go up, we can definitely push for Europa League spots and try and qualify for the Europa League. But if we don't, I would not be that disappointed, as long as we stay in the Premier League in the first season. That's what I hope would happen. But really and truly, this video is just to get you into what Limerick FC is about, the club's history, which is actually, there's a lot there about it, and the reasons, of course, why I do support it so strongly. Part of that being that you could literally meet one of the players walking down the street, and you would not see that in any other massive league. Obviously, League of Ireland players are on 1,000-2,000 a week rather than 300,000-400,000 a week. It's crazy, really, the difference between League of Ireland players and English Premier Division players and other nationalities. It's crazy. But what I really like is the fact that you can get to know the players, you can get to know the owner, you can get to know the management, and that I find fantastic, because even I got to go to a Limerick FC goalkeeper camp, and I got to meet with Freddie Hall, Limerick FC goalkeeper, and he's a personality, and I understand now what he's actually like, and that actually lets me see the parts of football that he's good at, the parts of football that he's not good at, and obviously how good a goalkeeper he really is, because he works like a horse, and you would not know that unless you were actually going to these academies and watching their trainings, whereas you can't really do that at a major level. But that's really why I like Limerick FC, and this is what this video is about, is why I like Limerick FC, the background of the club, just to get you interested and hopefully get you to come back so that you will watch reviews on matches, because I will be vlogging an awful lot. And obviously tomorrow is the Manchester United Manchester City game, so stay tuned in for that as well. I will definitely be doing a review after that game, about Mourinho's press conferences and about everything really, from tactics to gameplay to the actual match itself, and obviously down as far as whether we get the result or not. I'm gonna be super probably critical if we lose, but hopefully we'll actually get to see you all tomorrow, and hopefully we'll watch and keep an interest in these videos. And if you, obviously, as I said before, if you ever want me to do a video on anything at all that I'm not normally doing, like Limerick FC United or Ireland, let me know, because I will do it. So obviously, if they're your club, if the club you support, you want me to do a video on them, I will. So comment or like or subscribe, just let me know you're watching, guys. It's great to have you here. Thank you, until next time.